So the difference between 30 and 40, I'm sensing is actually like pretty big.
Yeah.
Bigger than the difference between like 20 and 30.
I'd say so because 30 grew up with the internet.
Yeah, I don't because I think. Wait.
No.
think
It's
I
closer.
think
20 and
I forgot what question I asked and how I phrased it.
20 and
because I
20
think
and
20
30
and 30 is a bigger gap than 30 and 40.
I don't.
I do. Because 20 and 30
Bye.
feel 30 a 30-year-old dating a 20-year-old feels like kind of predatory. Where a 40-year-old
No.
dating a 30-year-old
I'm talking
feels like
I'm talking
like-
culturally.
yeah. No, I'm talking from morally what I think is
Dude,
right.
We're not talking about dating right now.
I'm a philosophizer.
All I'm saying is like it kind of felt like the 40-year-olds were boomers. Like
I'm saying not
they were
okay.
complaining about everything.
What were they?
I'm saying
complaining?
30 like 30 and 40 like they can like obviously it's morally more appropriate to date.
Yeah.
But like I think culturally a 30-year-old and a 20-year-old can relate more than a 30-year-old and a 40-year-old because of like the internet.
I think you're right, man.
I'll tell you this 28-year-old is having a damn hard time relating to Tommy's 12-year-old asshole.
Yeah, dude. I think you guys should probably break up. That doesn't seem ethical for a
Tommy, you see my hat?
for a
All right,
45-year-old
We're
Ryan
broken
Hall
up.
to date a 12-year-old.
I'm no longer going to date Ryan
I
as a
will
12-year-old.
continue to groom Tommy despite what he says.
Tommy,
Bro,
thank you
stop
for being-
stop grooming me right now. Stop making me horny as a teenager and liking you.
I
Don't-
will give you a new haircut and I will touch the small of your back.
Don't groom
Man,
me, bro.
God, dude, that'd be so. If I
They would have
started
a
when I
funny
start
joke, they don't groom me, bro.
when I started stand up at 18, I wish
Wait,
like
time out,
I wish
Tommy.
my big bit was like, man, these motherfuckers always trying to groom my ass.
Can we
Quick-
make merch?
hey,
Can we
quit
make merch
grooming
for
me.
Tommy where it's shirts that say "Don't groom me, bro"?
don't
groom me,
like
bro.
don't tread on me, bro. Don't groom me, bro.
Yeah, and it's the same snake flag thing too, but it just says "Don't groom."
It's
me,
got
bro."
Tommy's face on
Yeah,
it.
it's the snake. Yeah, because Tommy's old.
Hey, don't hey,
This sounds awesome.
quit grooming me, man. I like it, but it's not appropriate.
Way to start.
That's how we're coming in,
That's a
baby.
good start.
That is a good start, man.
We
How's it
did
going,
it.
Ryan?
We're congratulating.
Tommy.
Hey, come on.
Hey, you too, Grant.
Don't groom me,
Hell
bro.
of a job.
Don't groom me,
Tommy,
bro.
that was a really, really good job that you just did there. Are you vaping?
Dude, I'm back on,
You
man.
little bad boy.
I know, dude.
You bad little boy.
I know. I've been hitting my coworker's Juul a little bit, and like I
Mm.
just got the itch. And you know what? I'm back. I'm back on the wagon.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cool.
Oh, you're vaping too, man?
Yeah, here,
Jesus.
take
No,
some.
man.
Take
No,
some.
no,
Do you
no.
have coffee?
I'm on a highway to hell, baby.
All right.
The coffee cups are they're like in the corner over here.
You know
Like
what's stupid? I almost
oh, actually there's one. Use the Rapala one on the dish rack there.
I felt like I couldn't take my headphones off because that's where I was hearing it from, but then I realized we're in the same room.
Mhm.
I've been smoking my Jewel like it's nobody's
Mhm.
business. It's so great.
How quick do you go through a pod?
I'm on this pod for 2 days so far,
Okay.
which is surprisingly I'm at the tail end of it. It's surprisingly a lot longer than I thought, considering how much I've been smoking this, but maybe not as much as others.
So I like never have vaped because I always did cigs.
Juuls are good. They're way
Don't
better
they get
than
like nasty
they're-
at the end?
I don't know, but they're way better than the other vapes. I really like them. Listeners, if you quit vaping and you're thinking about getting back into it, get back into it. It really helps.
Pick up the Air Soren
wanna-
Plus. It has a refillable pod, and you can charge it every night. It is a beautiful.
And I don't care.
PDC.com.
I don't-
HSN.
No.
I don't care
guys.
if I'm Mr. Cheeseballs for saying this. I don't care if
Say
I'm
it,
Mr.
dude.
Grant Stinky Cheeseballs for saying this,
Oh,
but
dude.
when you're trying to get some writing done and you're hitting a little ciggy, you're hitting a little vape.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the bee's knees, man. I'm on a highway to hell.
I saw some photos of you on I think Instagram smoking a pipe. Which
What's
is
happening to you? Tommy's having like the Bob Dylan transformation,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm rock and roll. I'm no longer folk. I'm no
Tommy's
longer
on a
political.
highway to freaking.
I just want
hell,
to.
dude.
I just want to do methamphetamines with my boys.
Gotta learn to pronounce it first.
Sme-
We will
sme-
not let you have any of this
Methamphetamines?
meth until you can.
menthol menthes.
Methamphetamine.
New York methamphetamines.
I'm messed up on these mesty themedies.
Methamphetamine.
Oh,
And that's the remedy.
so
Come on
hey,
now.
hey everybody, welcome to the We Cool podcast. Hosts Grant Winkles, Ryan Call, coming to you from Minneapolis. Tommy Bayer in from Brooklyn. Guys, I'm
wired
Shadow
up,
Band.
man. I'm high on nicotine.
Nikki. I don't know if that's Nicki Minaj. I don't know if that's kosher. This is a podcast where we demand apologies, reading anonymous listener apologies. Guys, I'm Shadow Band on TikTok yet again. I made that video. They took it down at 40K.
Do you know what it is?
They put it back up. It got to 100K, and then they took it down again.
Do you know what it is?
What?
I think I figured it out. Okay. So my face with the algorithm really works. Okay, this is boyish.
Because you look like an AI creation.
I look like
like one of those faces that Google
You do
makes.
look
up.
like
Like
the
a-
girl from Stranger Things.
I look like a fucked up Irish
Fake
AI.
ultra victim.
Yeah.
You
You look like a gray human hybrid.
Grant, you have
Tommy looks
QAnon
like
face.
something.
I have.
Grant, you have resting QAnon face, and the algorithm is not a fan of it. They don't like your mullet. They don't
What
like
about-
your mustache.
What
or
about
your voice is too manly.
a humanizing organization called Humanon? And it's to humanize the face,
QAnon people?
Yeah, the voices behind QAnon.
That's that. I mean, that I feel like that's just
If
Fox
Grant-
News and the
Because
right
I've
and
met
the
a lot of them.
Republicans.
I've
If
met
Grant
a lot
was
of
if Grant was in QAnon, it'd be pooing on because
Shut up, dude.
he
Shut
smells good.
up.
I'm next to him right now, and he does not stink.
Some guy I met a new comic. I did the Keller open mic this weekend, and this new comic roasted me after my set. He's like, "You're the reason why, like right wing people, or you're the reason why the media thinks right wing people, like, in what's
You
the
got
word?
You got it.
What's
You
the
got
word
it.
like
Take
for
your
an
time.
agent provocateur? Somebody who like infiltrates.
Nice.
Your look is the reason people think Antifa infiltrated the riot
Okay.
at the Capitol. And
That's
it's like,
that's
and
a
then
pretty.
you punched him in the head.
yeah. And then
And
I
then
went
beat
to
the
my
shit
car
out of
and
him
got
with a
my
broom.
assault rifle
Yeah.
and my flak jacket.
That's a pretty funny roast, but I don't like this new guy talking shit about my boy.
Yeah.
Don't
man.
Okay.
talk, hey, new guys, don't talk shit about the old boys.
Don't worry. The roast.
Yeah.
It was the problem with that roast is it's cumbersome, as you can see how I was just attempting to get it out. It kind of
Yeah.
bombed when he did it too.
Yeah. Last night, Brody, after I got off stage, he kind of fumbled something too, where he if it would have came out right, it would have
Mhm.
been the most apt description of me, maybe ever. But he was like, what did he say? Ryan's like you're the voice in everyone's head, you know, where it's like the self-doubting
Say the
kind of
N-word.
because I was having a good set, but I was doing that thing where I would just be like kind of just, you know, address the fact that I'm not crushing as hard as I want.
Yeah, stop
where-
doing that. You used to do that too. I
Which,
don't.
by the way, Boat Club Duluth, really fun room. That was the first show there. If you live in Duluth, which hopefully you do, because like 8 younger people, those are my people. They were right up front, crushing with them the whole show, and then the rest of the room was like hit or miss, you know. But it's a really good room, and I encourage you, if you live in Duluth, go check out a show there. Support them.
Shouts out to our Duluth folks. I think we did just get some new follows since last
Good.
night. So that's probably
That's cool.
that's probably you, our little zoomies,
One
our little
guy-
zoomers.
One guy, I'm pretty sure he's from the show. Actually, I know he was from the show because he like tweeted like, "Hey, he crushed. You know, Ryan crushed. Go
Nice.
see him."
You
if
got
can."
a tweet, bro?
Yeah, and then I was like, "Hey, thanks for coming." And he was like, "I gotta ask you, man, is Tim Heidecker one of your like influences?" And I didn't know how to publicly respond and be like, I mean, you know, he's funny, but I don't know if I'd say he's an influence. So if the guy who tweeted this at me is listening, I just said for sure he's great, man.
Well,
but I think he's okay.
Tim
if I'm being
Heidecker,
honest.
he's a
He's
fucking
really good.
genius, dude.
Yeah, he is a genius.
But you know what's
I don't-
funny about somebody thinking that
But he's not.
your
He's not
influence-
one of your main influences.
No,
What's
I've never
funny is-
heard you talk about Tim Heidecker.
no, he's not. I think he's great. I wasn't lying.
But-
He's funny and he's great.
But
I don't. think he's-
Heidecker's stand-up persona is like an asshole, like a super abrasive
know.
asshole. So
Yeah,
if
he's
somebody
every
thinks-
guy we've opened for.
yeah.
Dude, you know
he's
Brody,
bleep out. Just imagine bleeping sounds as we're saying all these names.
speaking of every guy we've opened for, Brody and I were talking about this on the way up. Mike Brody, by the way, really funny Minneapolis comic. He's got 2 albums out, and he's.
So wait, what did he say about you?
He's
What did he
headlining
say about you?
Sisyphus. Hold on.
What do you mean?
We'll plug Brody real quick.
Yeah.
He's headlining Sisyphus July 30th and 31st.
So check him out.
Yeah.
Check him out. He's very funny and he's a great guy. Buy one of his shirts too. He just got new merch. What were you gonna say, Tommy?
What did he say about you
They
again?
say,
After
"Don't groom me." Sorry.
like what was his verbiage after you got off stage? Like when and he tried to like riff on you.
Oh, I forget exactly how he said it, but essentially it was like he's like the voice inside your head that's like your subconscious, like that's like, yeah, you kind of suck, man. You know?
Yeah.
Because I just kept doing that.
Oh, he was making fun of you for
Yeah.
calling out your.
Sometimes
bad
you can.
jokes.
Sometimes when you do that, you can like get in the pocket. But other times you'll be doing just fine. And I've always say this to you, and you'll sabotage yourself.
You know what sucks? I think at least 2 audience members that were a little older come up to me and be like, I think you were too hard on yourself. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
But also,
old people don't like. Younger people can get on board with like
that's what I'm saying,
self-commentary and meta shit. Which honestly,
these 2 tables up front. Oh, I think I maybe had one joke through like a 30-minute set that didn't quite hit super hard with them. Otherwise, they were on board. And then the rest of the audience was like, we were going in and out. Which is fine. I mean, you're doing 30 minutes. Honestly, as long as you start strong and end strong, people are going to be like, that was good.
Did you do 30?
Yeah, I did 32 actually, which I was nervous about because I was forgetting some of my jokes, which kind of sucks. Like, because they're just old jokes that are in the 30 and I don't really like to do them because they're done.
And then you get into it and you're like, oh shit, I fucked up the setup.
Yes.
So now I can't do the punch.
For me, it's always like when I was like last summer doing like outdoor shows and I would like, I would have a list out and stuff like that because I was like rusty and I would like be getting into an old bit just like, effortlessly. And it's like right in the middle where it's like, I forgot, like, I know how this ends.
How do we get there though?
Where's this road? And I would literally, and it helped being on stage. I'd be like, while I was talking, and then just go into immediately like, you know what? I don't know the middle part. So I'm just going to kind of sit here in this. And okay, here it is now. Okay, this was
would
the
you
middle
say
part.
that? Would you say that out loud?
I would say this out loud, and I would go
funny.
like, okay, so this now that what I'm saying now, I just pretend like I never said it.
Yeah.
And so we just left off there.
Brody did something similar to
prepare for entry. That's what you said.
and then people would kind of like that because
you're being honest too.
And I'm really like trying to like stream of conscious.
And just like hilarious too. You're clearly murdering while this is going on. Yeah. So that helps.
Yeah.
Brody and I on the way up, we were talking about like we talked about this a little bit earlier, but just like every comic we've ever opened for, and we were talking about like how every like road comic who's over the age of like 60 just has a bit where it's like, when I was a kid, playgrounds were a dangerous place. And it's like, it's that one. And then it's also like, you could break candy sucked. You could break your jaw on a stick of gum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that sounds worse. It sounds like your childhood was bad because
and they would also have the
worst time.
They would also have the classic road opener where it'd be like, man, the people in this town are like gross. They got their beards and they're fat, and that's just the women,
Nice.
And that was always a big one.
Another stock line that they'll do.
That's just the women joke.
Yeah, they'll do a little bit of research beforehand. They'll find out who this small town in Wisconsin hates, which is usually the next town over.
Yeah, local reference.
They'll go, God, I'm glad I'm here, and thank God I'm not in that shithole Roxanne, Wisconsin, and everybody just goes, we don't like Roxanne. Woo! I will kill myself for you.
It reminds me of I think kind of like a botched tweet I had because it doesn't really work as a tweet, but it's like
do it as the podcast.
Live tweet.
Dude,
let's rip it out right here, baby.
Right now, dude.
It was like this guy was in from Milwaukee and we're in St. Paul and I'm opening for him and he's like, the joke was, do you country idiots get internet here in St. Paul? It's like, dude, you're from Milwaukee, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a smaller city.
Yeah, this is the capital city, dude. Like,
and also this is a better city.
Yeah,
you can't just.
We have a skyway.
He's almost like if an alien like became a road dog comic, and and they're just kind of like their human interactions are a little off.
Yeah,
you know?
they're pumping in the references into these jokes.
They're just trying to plug in the wrong place.
The way you know that guy's like a true road dog is because he does that joke in like Champaign, Illinois. You know, he does that joke in Danbury, Wisconsin, and it kills there. But then he can't not do that joke when he's like in a metropolitan.
It's his crutch.
Yeah,
and it's
man. I'm a true road dog, waking up in a different city every night, and by a different city, I mean one of 8 cities in the surrounding region that I perform in.
Yep.
I don't know where I am, bro.
I could be in Minot. I could be in Bismarck. I
could be in Sheboygan. Hell, I don't know what the hell is going on.
It is certainly one of those 4, though. It is almost certainly. I have never traveled outside of 3 states in my entire life, and I've been doing this for 34 years, and I will kill myself very soon.
I opened Dave Chappelle on a showcase in 1987.
Yeah. Dude,
my best friend is the 16-year-old at the Quick Trip I stop at between Chippewa Falls and I don't even know where. I can't. I ran out of towns to name.
The best kind of like road hack is a guy who was like this close to making it 30 years ago and has never let it go. Brody was telling me about this guy.
They're on Premium Blend, and
Brody was telling me about this guy who almost got.
They were almost on Premium Blend.
They auditioned for Premium Blend.
He bombed his fucking set, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't put this."
They never aired it.
You bombed your set in the 80s. Kill yourself. But he was telling me about this guy who was almost Joey on Friends, and they gave it to the other guy, and like
they gave it to
Brody. Said,
like, you know what, we're gonna have to go with the actual Joey.
Joey Saccone or whatever his fucking name.
He was just always Joey from Friends. He was born, and the mom was named him Joey from Friends.
Yeah, you might
Matt LeBlanc.
You might have to bleep this because I think this might be his name, but because his name is so ridiculous, I want you guys to hear it. His real name was like or something. So imagine is Joey from Friends. So, but
just always wearing sunglasses.
Brody said he was like working with him. This was like early on in Brody's career, and like the guy was just a dick the whole time. And then at one point, he literally said the words to Brody. He said, "I could have been somebody." God. Honestly, but he was a dick. So it's kind of like, dude, fuck you.
God, entertainment and show business is a disease.
That's life.
It is weird when you're opening for one of these guys and you just see that they don't even enjoy it anymore. It's like this hurts me.
I've
to go out and do these
faces, and I've rocked them all.
Yeah. I just want go make meaningful friendships and also do comedy. You know,
you can't have both. Tom.
Yeah. Oh,
you can't have both. Okay.
Excuse me.
You can't have both. And if you stopped doing live stand-up comedy in the pandemic, you're not a comedian. I'm sorry.
That's right.
If you took 1 week off during the pandemic,
yes, sir.
Sorry, you're no longer a comedian.
You might,
cut it.
You're not a grinder.
If you take 1 week off during the pandemic, you are not a comedian.
If you did not go to an open mic without a mic or audience during the pandemic, you are not a comedian. You might not be a comedian.
Drop and hump that stool 15 times, cadet.
Yes.
Yes.
Tried and true bit going back.
You know what else I was doing is I kept telling the audience I'm pretty sure I'm autistic, and that was crushing. That was crushing with them.
So you've graduated from saying that you're black to saying that you're gay to now saying autistic. Yeah. Where are we gonna go next? Oh, you are wearing a World War II.
You're a different type of autistic.
Also, okay, so I bought this World War II veteran hat. It says World War II veteran on it.
Get it?
Did you wear it?
Give the camera a nice close up.
I'm wearing it right now. I didn't wear it last night, but I'll say this. I saw it in a magazine. I was like, that's the funniest thing I could do is buy this hat and wear it probably on stage. I went out to the vape store.
Wait. You saw it in a magazine?
Yeah, my dad gets
magazines
medals of something. My dad.
Why are you opening a magazine?
Because I was at my parents' house. My dad gets these magazines that are targeted at veterans and are like, hey, you could get this, veteran fucking thing. And so I was like, oh, it'd be so funny. And Also, to make this even worse, I bought one of 2 hats left that are World War II veterans.
Oh my God. One of the only 2 surviving World War II
Do you
veteran
think
hats.
in a veterans magazine, targeted at veterans, they have a veterans discount? Like, hey, also all the veteran stuff in here.
I think you're just supposed to be a veteran if you. But anyway, so I ordered this hat. I get it, and then me and Caroline went to this vape store. I'm wearing the hat.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, this is gonna get a
Dude.
laugh. You know, it's really funny. The guy is checking us out. He sees my hat and says, "Hey, thanks for your service." And I'm like, that's not what I wanted out of this hat, you know? And then he does a double take and he's like, wait, hold on. And he's like the stoner guy, you know, he's like 19. He's like, hold a minute. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a vet. This is a World War II hat. You know, he's like, you had me going there, man. And I was like, I thought it was really funny when I bought it. And he just like got really quiet. And I was like,
yeah, that's going to happen more times than people are going to think it's funny because people wear.
Well, and then they're already
hats.
mad. They're already mad
because veterans wear veterans hats.
Here's the thing.
No,
let me say this.
Driver was doing to Grant. You're just lying.
Can we mute him? Let me say this.
No, I want to hear what he has to say, man. I'm on Tommy's side.
Let me say this, Tommy. Here's the problem.
No.
Here's the problem. Veteran is too big on the hat. So that's the first thing people see, right? Is veteran, and then they already feel tricked, so they're not in a mood. Why are you
trying to like lay
this
logic on top of?
Because
this helps my argument.
Yeah,
this helps my argument. That's exactly the problem. Veteran is too big.
Yeah,
so they get tricked.
But it's still funny. It's still funny. I think
Ryan, it's
still really fucking funny.
It's the thing about when you were like, "I'm gay" on stage.
Yeah.
It's like that could be like why is that? Like not in the realm of possibility. Like, why could you not be?
Because I'm not, and that's why it's funny.
Yeah, I know, but you see why people.
He just turned towards me and he was laughing so hard.
You do understand.
Oh, gross.
Tommy, do you want some of this?
It's a hairy piece of licorice on the ground.
It's
what are you doing with hairy pieces of licorice on the ground?
I don't know.
I'll tell you something. I got a hairy piece of licorice and it is never on the ground.
It's got a hairy sour straw.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Ryan. I mean, it's funny for I think. You know,
say it's fun.
Probably
me and a handful of people in your life.
Yeah, the listeners of the podcast.
In the Ryan extended universe.
I think on the Ryan cinematic universe. I think
the RCU.
Yeah, the RCU, bro. Who they gonna bring in next? Is it gonna be Bailey W? Which one?
Or is it gonna be Olivia Rodrigo? We have no idea.
No, probably not her. I will say though, her first song off her album I really liked. I think I've said this on the podcast. The rest of the album I didn't like.
I don't feel like I've heard this take, but
nor
do I care about it.
The first song is like punk and it's cool.
Good for you.
The rest
is
it's
the one that goes,
lame.
Look at you, I'm happy to tell thee.
It's called Good for You.
Not that one. No, it's
that's a good song.
It's it's the one where it's like it's brutal out here.
It's a good song.
It's a good song. But it's the one where
is that the new Olivia Rodrigo?
Good for you.
Is that the new Olivia Rodrigo?
Good for you.
It's the one where like the hook is like it's brutal out here. It's like,
why don't you sing it?
Heavy, because I don't know the rest of the song. I'll play it.
Don't play it. Don't play it.
I had a good idea for us to do because this is what I was thinking, Tommy. The more that I think about it,
brutal out here.
When we were talking before Ryan got here, you were talking about how nice Minneapolis is. How we should have never let Tommy leave. We should have just kidnapped him. And
yeah, well, I was waiting on this table yesterday, and they were like, they're from New York, and they're like, where are you from? And I was from Minneapolis, and they're like, what's that like? And I'm like, oh, I mean, the summers are great. You know, it's this like beautiful metro downtown. There's like, 6 lakes surrounding that. You can bike everywhere. The cost of living is like $1,000 cheaper. Holy shit. Why did I ever leave? That sounds amazing.
Tommy, I've been waiting for you to say this for 1.5 years, buddy. I've just been knowing that this moment.
So this is
1 year, not even a year and a half.
This is what I propose. This is what I propose. We all move in together. We all move in. I'm doing it. I'm down on one knee. I'm pushing my tuxedo tails behind me. We should all move in together. And I think we should do a dude draft for who we would want to live with. I think we get a big house, like the size of the house that I lived in college, and just dudes, and we do a We draft who we would
Like
want
a
to room with.
only comedians, like a comedian.
No, we get to bring in 2 people, historical figures, prominent figures, living or dead.
I'm
Who we
out.
living with,
Oh.
boys?
I'm out.
How many
No,
people?
You can't
I'm
opt out, dude.
I
No,
opted
no.
out. I already have a lease that I signed.
No. This is the lease that you signed.
I didn't sign anything.
You did.
Wait,
I
you
signed it
just
for
signed.
you.
Yeah, we forward your signature. You're in.
All right. So
Cool.
who wants
There's
the
a lot.
first draft?
Wait, how
Aretha
many
Franklin.
people? So we get 2 each.
Dudes only. Yeah, 2 each, dudes only.
Aretha Franklin.
I'd have to say, I don't know. I'm bringing in Michael Jackson 1.
What?
What? He's what?
Hey,
How about everybody gets 1 veto?
Tommy, can you turn your headphones off real quick?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Do you want to
Michael
kick
Jackson,
Tommy out of the house?
Let's get him in because we need him for rent. But
Okay. But then what?
we'll give him the smallest room.
Cool. And
Make him
can
do
we
the
make
dishes.
him pay $75?
Yeah, we can trick him. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Tommy, you can put your headphones
Okay,
back
and
on.
new rule: we each get 1 veto.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go
Mine's
ahead.
Corleone.
I'm gonna veto. I'm gonna veto Michael Jackson right away.
Yep.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
also second. I'm going to use my veto.
Good
to
job.
Also,
We really wanted to lock that in.
get Michael Jackson out.
Okay. Okay, Ryan, go. Veto Corleone. That's a pretty good.
No, well,
that is a good choice.
I
no,
know.
I'm
I know
saying,
who I'm bringing.
I'm saying Michael Jackson.
No,
I'm going to bring
in
in
veto.
Michael Jackson.
No, it's been Tommy. Would you care to use your veto on this?
I'm vetoing Michael
Okay,
Jackson.
Thank you.
This sucks.
All right, my go. No, but I will take Bubbles, Michael Jackson's Monkey. So we're starting strong. We're going with Monkey.
Well,
roommate.
hold on. If it's just guys,
Bubbles. Well,
I don't know.
guess
We don't know Bubbles' gender, and also, a damn monkey can't pay no rent.
that's probably one of the richer monkeys there is.
Can they be fictional or they
Yeah.
have to be real guys?
No, I'd say we can go characters. So
All right,
no vetoes left,
SpongeBob and Patrick are my 2 roommates.
Damn, I mean that's good.
Okay.
Those guys
Good.
are fun as hell.
Let's count them as 1. That's a unit.
Okay.
SpongeBob and Patrick are hilarious, man. They'd be
Okay,
great
so we got
roommates.
Bubbles, SpongeBob,
Not
and
Squidward.
Patrick.
Squidward is not
No,
allowed.
hell no, dude.
He's a bummer. Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring in Squidward, and
No, Squidward
and
sucks.
I'm gonna bring in Darth Vader. Yeah,
Damn, dude.
And guess what? I'm gonna team up with those dudes against you guys. Good luck.
Squidward and Darth Vader.
Sucks, man.
The most evil characters written of all
Welcome
time.
to the RCU, motherfucker. We already got 2
Goddamn.
big bads.
Okay, and
Ant-Man.
I'm gonna bring in
Ant-Man.
Mayor Pete.
What?
No.
No.
Yeah, man.
This house
Dude.
sucks.
Dude, we
I
gotta
hate
have
this
somebody.
house.
We gotta have somebody.
All
to
right,
lay
only
down the
cool
rules.
guys. Only cool guys. Let's
All
switch it
right,
up.
new draft.
New
Yeah,
draft.
new draft.
New draft. Blank
Okay.
slate.
All right,
And,
and the
and no
punishment-
jokes. No jokes. Only
If
cool
the-
guys.
If we do a bad job with this one, you gotta live in the old draft house alone
Okay.
without the other 2 of us.
Okay, I'll go first. Jose Canseco.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, just do one at a time.
Okay.
Jose Canseco. Okay. All right.
All
I
right.
got some thoughts about that, but we could, if we got in a Twitter DM room with Jose Canseco, that'd be pretty good for all of
I'm
us.
saying.
All right. I'm taking Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
That is good, dude.
Because he
All
can
right.
cook. He
Kronk.
can cook. He's ultimate himbo. He just
Yeah.
wants everyone to have a good time. He just,
That's the big dude. That's the
Yeah.
big dude.
Yeah.
you know,
He's
it goes
Buddy
go.
from-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Grant, Ryan, Tom, you guys want any food? You know,
Let's
he's
go.
just,
Okay, yeah, that's a really good
you know,
pick.
That is
Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Okay, so we
maybe
got,
one of the best guys of all
we
time.
got Jose Canseco, we got Kronk. Who you going with?
Okay.
Maybe the only good man who's ever lived. Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Man, why can't you look like
I'm
this?
thinking, dude. I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
Men. for
What's
real.
stopping you
How
from
about Fluffy?
Fluffy?
The comedian?
Oh, Gabriel
Gabriel
Iglesias.
Iglesias?
yeah. We're bringing Fluffy in the mix.
He's in.
Yeah, dude. This is come on.
Okay,
Ryan. This is a vibe, man.
This is looking like a fun house.
Okay, all right. I got
Gabriel
one.
Iglesias, he's gonna he's gonna be making all the fat jokes, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be hilarious.
Okay,
Dude, and Kronk and him like working a deep fryer.
Oh
Like
my
in the
gosh, those guys
backyard,
can
Hawaiian
Okay.
shirts.
okay. Now I'm
Yep.
coming around. Okay, my
Yeah. This is a
my
good
second
house.
round pick, Blade from the movie Blade.
Okay.
Nice.
On
yeah.
on the
Little
condition
diversity.
on the condition that we have a basement for him to stay in because I
Mhm.
think he likes cool places.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's,
Cool.
that's
That's
true.
good. That's good.
That
All
was
right, Grant, who do you got?
Okay. Geez, this is kind of hard,
Yeah.
because dudes rock.
Would Dennis Rodman be two of a loose cannon?
I think we already have some loose cannons in here.
Should we get someone who's going to ground that?
You know who you should
keep
get
us
though?
grounded?
Who's
this
the
was
the North Korean dictator
Kim Jong-un?
Bring him in, dude.
That's interesting. That's an
I don't know.
interesting.
I mean,
leaders.
What about
his
Yao Ming?
vibes might be right.
What about Yao Ming?
Too big.
Or Shohei Ohtani, the new the new baseball sensation. Everybody's going crazy.
How about okay, how about we get a little political. Let's but somebody who's cool,
Let's get Bernie let's just have Bernie Sanders.
Ooh.
I know that's kind of hype beast.
And then could we do Larry David? Could we do them as a package?
Ryan,
Larry David was going to be
man.
They can't be
going to suck to live with.
They're cousins.
Let's get Kramer in there.
No.
I was thinking Kramer, but also, I don't know if you want that's loose as the cannons come, really.
And also Tommy's kind of already fills the Kramer role. I'm the George, you're the Lane.
Okay, all right. Fuck it. We're going Bernie. We're going Bernie Sanders.
I'm not a Lane.
Let's go.
Should we go Bernie Sanders? He's gonna keep the house. He's gonna keep us all grounded.
He's gonna talk with the landlord. Like
he's gonna talk with the landlord. He's gonna have a lot of charts, like a chore wheel going around.
Yeah, and I know it is a little bit hack, but like
it is
when
hack.
you really think about it, Bernie Sanders be a good roommate.
He'd be a good roommate.
And also he's gonna make sure that Tommy has the smallest room and pays $75.
That's true. And we would all be paying the right amount of money for the size of the room. So I'd be paying a little less because you would be in the 1% and you'd be taxed a little bit. Yeah,
more.
Ryan, our thing is gonna have to be just between me and you, where we kind of trick Tommy.
Oh, okay. Bernie won't be.
Yeah, no, because he wouldn't stand for that. All right, Tommy,
it
you
is
got one
honestly
more.
Very easy to trick Tommy. You just have to have a fake tape measure that you use for his room that he's moving into, and you're like, dude, it's the same size.
It's the one that says we're 6 feet tall.
If you held one of those like little spinny things, those black and
like
white
a pinwheel,
like a fidget spinner?
if you held a pinwheel or a fidget spinner right in my face, you could groom my ass. I mean, you could get me to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy, take us home.
Shit.
Take us home. Last pick here, man. We need a fucking anchor for this.
Oh, he froze.
Okay, last pick.
What? Oh, wait, what? Dude, you froze and you just said a bad word to us.
Did I say the end of Arnold Schwarzenegger right when I froze? Come on! No!
Holy shit!
Dude. Accidentally canceled.
Nobody's gonna believe you.
Oh no! All right. Well, I'm taking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
We need another strong guy, but one who knows how to use weapons.
I don't know about
Tommy just cornering the beefcake market on this draft.
I want himbos in my corner. strong boys in my corner only.
So what's this house?
I cannot believe it cut out right then. Is that am I destined to is that going to translate in the audio? Can you use
It'll be on the soundboard. We'll see what it sounds like.
Don't put that in the soundboard.
Put it.
Okay, nobody say. I'm making a rule. We can't say Governor Arnold's name anymore. His name's banned from the podcast. It's too damn risky.
Can we do that for the news segment?
Yeah. We'll see.
No.
Something out. Yeah. Okay. So what's this house?
That's so embarrassing.
We got Jose Canseco.
Yeah,
because I saw your guys' face, and you both looked like you guys, like I killed somebody briefly, and I was like, "Oh shit! Did my worst fear happen?"
Oh fuck!
Because there was a good 5 seconds of silence where we were just like, "Oh, he's frozen," and then it just did an audio dump, and it ended with that.
See, this
Dude,
is
that's the CIA. That's the CIA going
This podcast has become too big.
We're about to get his ass, and then they're on the other line, and they're like, "We got him,"
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Okay, I have a thought about lawns after we finish this up, but I don't want to forget it.
Yeah, I think we're done. That was a good draft. I think we did well. We didn't even use a veto the second time around.
All right. I owe an apology to that lawns tweet because I've been looking at eco-friendly alternatives to grass for your lawn, and when I get a house, I'm definitely not going to have a grass lawn.
What are you going to do, like a rain garden?
I'm going to do different. There's different things you can put in there that's like good for the local ecosystem and good for the bugs, and also they're way lower maintenance. Like a lot of stuff, like you can do moss under a tree, you can do like kind of weeds, but they're classified as
wild,
weeds, but they're
like wild.
They're really pretty. Yeah.
Ryan, that is a good thing, and people should do that. Yeah. But I think this is like an example of like individuals taking on climate change individually, and not that like it's like, well, I guess that since every corporation is not going to do anything, I guess I'll grow plants because I just don't know how to control the situation.
The main advantage for me is that you don't really have to mow the lawn, so it's like way less work. You just kind of have to water them, and
but dude,
and it's also good.
You're the type of guy who was gonna enjoy mowing his lawn though when you're old.
Yeah, that's all you have for your future. That's all you have to look forward to.
That's not true. I have a lot of stuff to work for.
No, all you have is the future lawn that you're gonna mow. That's
all.
You're
that's groom.
That's your biggest thing you got going for you.
I disagree. I think I have a lot going for me. I got the RCU coming up soon.
Yeah. Who are you getting?
No, the RCU is already existing.
Yeah,
the Ryan Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, that's already exists. It's not coming up.
There's a lot of people in it. A lot of people are involved in that.
Okay. Well, but somebody who's involved owes me a damn apology, dude.
Ooh, for what?
Brenda.
Yeah, can I read it?
Fucking coming in hot in the group chat.
Also, my mom was
shots fired.
My mom was so embarrassed that I told you, and she was like, "Grant's gonna think I hate him and that I don't even know him."
Well, we don't know each other,
and
so
I was like, I mean, they thought it was pretty funny, I think, but
yeah, it was pretty.
She texted me first thing in the morning. And she goes, "There's a car dealership here, Rimrock GMC. Check that out if you live in Billings." One of
the guy looks like an "I think you should leave" like weird ass character.
She goes
at the office meeting, you know.
Yeah. She goes, one of their salesmen is a midget, which that's her words, not mine. And he does their TV commercials, and every time I see one of their commercials, I laugh because the midget reminds me of Grant. Yeah. And then she sent me a picture of him. Maybe we can post the picture somewhere.
Yeah, we can drop it in right here.
Just put it up to the camera.
I'll put it in. In the video.
Yeah.
So let us know if you think that looks like Grant. And then she apologized and said, "Sorry, Grant," with a bunch of laughing emojis.
Grant, you should make a video where it's like, "This was me when I was smoking cigarettes," and it's that guy.
No.
We can't put him on. We can't put him on blast because
I find no humor in that. I actually looked into this guy. He's done great things for the little people community in the. I think
it's little people or dwarf. I thought dwarf was the correct.
I think they're both okay, maybe, but
my coworker kept saying midget at work like last week, and he was like, "Wait, that's fine, right? We can say midget," and everyone was going like, "No, oh no."
I did that same thing. I was at
I thought it was Itsy Bitsy Folks.
Stop it.
No, it was Itsy Bitsy Folks is out. Like that went out 2018.
Damn, dude. Damn, that used to be the scientific classification.
Folks with
do the reading. Yeah. You should have done the reading over quarantine.
Read the literature.
Read the literature. It's not Itsy Bitsy Folks.
Folks of Itsy Bitsy Persuasion.
Yeah, that one's a tough sell because
if you're a little person who's married, it's a mini spouse, you know, kind of like Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, everybody. I'll kill myself for saying that. Actually.
I mean, damn, that you cut me deep. I'll accept the apology. It's not that big of a deal. The most thing that I'm upset about is the goatee situation of that guy.
Dude, you should get a goatee, Grant.
Well, you know, I mean, you can't get much worse than what I'm already rocking.
If I photoshopped you and turned you to have a goatee and just enlarged your forehead a little bit, you would kind of look like this.
Okay, guy. All right. I mean, if I did that to you, You would kind of look like that guy too.
Like, kind of describe how to turn anybody into a
you
into a dwarf.
talked about
yeah.
Photoshop.
Why is
anyways,
dwarf
though,
the word though?
I don't think it is, dude. I don't think it
I
is
thought
anymore.
dwarf was.
No, it's little people.
No, I think dwarf and little people are both okay.
I'm gonna go.
Anyway, shout out to this guy because
We should bring-
he expanded the little people's like Olympics vastly in America because I looked him up and he's done a lot of good things. So
dwarf is bad.
let's not say his name
All
just
right,
because
so-
of what we've
Is little people okay then?
yeah that's the
little.
one.
I know little people's okay. I thought dwarf was okay. I'm
Little
sorry
people,
though.
big world. That's a show.
yeah.
Yeah.
How is that not offensive?
I think the point of this is that basically, Ryan, me and your mom are going to have a boxing match to settle this.
My mom, I think, would beat the shit out.
And we'll do a little undercard. I was thinking about this as well. A little Tommy versus Ryan undercard. And then main event, Grant Winkle's facing off versus
me and Ryan are in sexy swimsuits holding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. We
Round
get Bagel Boss
three.
versus Caitlyn Jenner undercard.
Ding,
Because
ding,
we've been
ding,
talking
ding,
about that
ding.
match for a while.
Yeah.
Undercard is Bagel Boss, Caitlyn Jenner. Main
Yes.
event, Brenda. Me and you. I'm training. I'm coming for your ass.
For who?
Your mom.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me though. Don't look at me while you.
I mean,
when did we start recording? Has that already been 45 minutes?
I started right when the call started.
Yeah.
So we probably are at about 35 to 40 minutes right now on the pod.
I feel
Don't
like we
pick
just
your
got
nose.
here.
Your nose, you
You're on a
idiot.
video podcast.
Why did
Tommy.
you just pick your nose?
Dude, I've just been picking my nose in
We
public.
have you on the big screen too.
And I think I turned 25 and I'm just like, you know what? I'm actually going to be
He didn't even try to hide it. He didn't even turn away. He just he
No,
just
that's
whooped.
what being an old guy is all about.
You're not
just
old. You're 25.
Dude, I'm old, man. I'm
You're
an
Gen
old
Z.
guy.
You're a Zoomer.
I'm a boomer. And when you're a boomer, you just full on accept that you're just gross. In
Sometimes
public.
you got to turn that Z to a fucking B, man. And
Yeah,
and just
sometimes
get
I
into
spit on the
mean-
ground. Sometimes I pick my nose.
Somebody
I'm a gross guy.
Somebody called themselves the other day like a zillennial or a zoomlennial, and my head almost just imploded when I
Just
heard
popped
that. I was
right
like,
off. Almost just popped right off my damn shoulders.
My
When I heard that,
my head was like a dang popcorn kernel.
My head almost damn crunkled off there.
my head crunkled up and crunkled out. My damn head is
I had
full.
a goddamn Tasmanian devil rolling around up there.
Yeah,
Ah,
yes,
damn.
sir.
God damn, sometimes my dang head will just roll right the hell off my shoulders.
It rolled off my
Yeah.
shoulders and down my foot and like went up
Yeah.
like a little water slide.
Kicked it back
Yeah,
on.
I know what that's like. Yep.
Have you guys ever been to the Walker? I think I want to go tomorrow.
What, the big spoon?
The museum though. The actual.
Oh, the
art
inside?
part of it,
Yeah, it's awesome.
I think I wanna
Tommy,
go
didn't
to
you
that.
take a shit in a urinal at the Walker?
That was at the Russian Museum, and that was my friend Connor. we
I
took
probably
it.
apologize for that.
We went into when I was man, when you were in 5th grade, there was nothing funnier than taking a shit. In the
We've talked about this because I was talking about how I remember seeing my friend shit in a sandbox like in 3rd grade.
Yeah,
He wiped
man.
his ass with sand.
Yeah, man, we went to the Russian Museum, and he took a shit in the urinal. It was pretty. Fun.
Guys, I don't like this kind of gross stuff.
Ryan, have you ever pooped anywhere fun?
Side of the road, yeah, side of the highway.
Ryan doesn't like gross humor.
One time, I told you guys about the time I pissed my pants in the car, right?
No,
I
how
don't
old?
think so.
I was like,
You were like, I was
18.
3.
me and my best friend from high school were driving to Montana, and we just got to Minneapolis, and I was like, oh, I got to pee really bad. So I took an exit, not even like looking to see if there was a gas station or anything there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we're just in a mall, like, where there's nowhere to pull over either. And
Mhm.
I just started pissing my pants and laughing really hard. And he looked and saw that I was pissing my pants. And I just remember looking at the seat, and it's like filling up, between my legs. I'm like,
Oh my
this is the funniest thing, And then we pulled into a Home Depot parking lot, and I left my piss pants there and changed into pants. And
My pissy.
and the worst part, we didn't even stay at a hotel that night. We had to stay, I had to sleep, in my car. And I remember how itchy my legs were.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
but
I remember
yeah, I pissed my
pissing.
pants a couple times.
I remember getting pulled over in high school by some cops.
Mhm.
And my friend was driving. My friend Sydney's driving, and me and and someone is in the passenger seat, me and my friend in the back seat. We get pulled over, and I don't think that Sydney had been drinking, but we were like speeding, and me and my friend were like beers open in the back, like fully on open containers in a car, like really dumb shit, obviously. But the cops pull us over, and the whole car smells like alcohol, and the cops like, this really smells like alcohol, and we were like, nah, man, that ain't nah,
That doesn't.
nah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, they're breathalyzing everyone in the car. I have to pee so bad. We're going to a party, and I already had to pee so bad, and like I'm like, I can't hold this in anymore. So while the cops like talking to like Sydney, I'm like pissing in a bottle, and like my friend is looking at me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I can't. Like if I hold this any longer, like it felt like my like appendix was gonna like burst.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've had kind of a short bladder. So
You think that ruined you?
Yeah. All cops are blad. I don't know. I was trying to find an acronym there, but
Bladder blasters.
Yeah, it was a very, very clutch pee.
Yeah,
that I did
I know.
there.
I went through the whole thing where I used to pee in my friend's basement. Yeah, that was the whole thing. I used to piss when I was drunk on accident. Like I peed on many a couch and left.
I've never pissed. I've never peed myself drinking. I'm proud of that.
Definitely have.
Me and Mackenzie Bublitz, she's a very funny comic. When she lived in Eau Claire, we would do shows at the Plus on Thursdays, and then we'd get just hammered and just walk back to her place, and we would have pissing contests off the bridge.
I think we've covered like most of these piss stories now that
we're on loop.
It. Yeah,
we might be on loop.
We only have so many stories, folks.
Did I ever tell about the time I pissed on a dog? I don't think that might be a fresh one.
Man.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's it. It was bad. I was a bad man.
You pissed on a dog?
Dude, I was at my friend's party.
This is like the Hitler origin story.
Yeah, dude, this
like it all started when he got kicked out of art school, and then he pissed on a dog.
It's going to be really interesting to listen to this episode and see if this is still in here.
This is the thing that gets me canceled out of all the heinous shit you said. It was a golden retriever, man.
No! America's dog.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you know what I found out recently? Chihuahuas, their brains never get past the infant stage, so they're just in baby mode their whole life. Doesn't that explain a lot about Chihuahuas?
We've entered in baby mode.
That's why they're the worst fucking dogs. Don't stop creating Chihuahuas.
They look so scared.
They are
all the time.
They're baby brain. Yeah.
They're an abomination. They're like a scientific lab creation that they should have never escaped. They should have never escaped the lab. You know. I get scared when I see a Chihuahua.
They're the worst thing to come out of a lab.
When you see a woman carrying a Chihuahua in a purse, I'm like, neither of you can be happy. Like you both must be making yourselves miserable now.
When I shake.
When I was a kid, one of our neighbors, like, you know how you just have like when you're like 7 or 8, there's like the neighborhood crew, you know, where it's like you're all just shitheads and you ride your bikes and you play basketball and you beat the shit out of Jesse Rubicaba because he always wants to play with you guys, but you don't really like him.
Make each other cry.
Yeah. Dude, Justin was one of them, and he would always get every game. It didn't matter if it was football, basketball. At the end of that game, him and his cousin Jerry would just beat the shit out of each other. Like But anyway, so
he had it. I know exactly what you mean.
And it was awesome. It was always like, kick his ass, Justin. Because Jerry was like he was kind of in the group, but not as much. You know, Justin was like a core piece. But anyways, Justin's family had this Chihuahua mix. It was a little bit bigger than a normal Chihuahua, and it was named Chiquita. And it was a mean dog. I remember Justin always being like, dude, we all hate that fucking dog. And then it would always run off, and he'd be like, we got to go find Chiquita, you know? And it's like, just let it go, dude. It doesn't want to be there. You don't want it there. What's the rationale here?
Yeah, let a bird come take it.
We would like
let a robin eat your dog.
We would like my neighborhood. We had like this block of 7 ragtag kids, and there would be a block over. We were on Pillsbury, and there'd be Pleasant. And if you're from Minneapolis, you know those streets are parallel to each other. And we would go over to Pleasant.
You just know that if you're from here.
You know that.
If you don't know that, you're not
fucking
from
knew that.
Here, dude.
Yeah.
And we would have these water gun fights with the Pleasant Avenue kids, and they would get very violent. It would start off with super soakers, but then you would just end up hitting your water gun in some fucking kid's mouth. Dude, and it would just turn into full on like
war.
fist fights, and you would come back kind of bleeding. Like my little brother Marky, he'd be dead. You know what I mean? He was like 5 years old.
You're like
there'd be like
CPR on him.
some 13-year-old who like
Like
threw
Black
him
Hawk
into some
Down.
who like threw him into some gravel, and you would. And then at the end, you would like kind of be sitting around at the bonfire at the end of the night, and you're like, "Yo, dude, that shit was fucked up." Like that was very Lord of the Flies-esque.
Dude, I remember
evil little boy shit.
We had that going into high school, even like when it would snow, like we would just battle in the fucking snow. Like,
yeah,
I remember. And
you'd be like, "Oh, sick! This snowball is more ice. Now it's really gonna give the kid brain damage."
It starts fun, but then no matter what, it escalates into violence because it's like one person crosses the line, and then it's just an arms race after that of like ratcheting up.
I remember, I was like 12, and I got in a fight with like that Jesse kid, where
Jesse Rubicon,
and he never really it's kind
just
of fucked up
doxed
that
his
I'm just
ass,
saying his name, but he was never like that shitty, but he would just always want to hang out with us, and we never wanted him to, so it'd be like, get the fuck out of here, Jesse, you fucking piece of shit. And then eventually one day he was like, you know what? He like took a stand and he was like, you know what? Fuck you. And then we got in a fight, and like I beat him up, and then I remember like going home, and like his dad came over to my house, and I was just like sobbing because I was like thought I was
now I gotta fight his dad.
Yeah, I was like, and I thought I could, honestly, Jesse. I hope you're doing okay now, and I'm sorry I beat you up, but
Jesse,
we just didn't like you that much.
All right, we're adding you to the undercard. Ryan Call versus Jesse Rubicaba's dad.
He's like 80 now, but he's a bodybuilder.
He's an actual World War II veteran.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got caught sneaking out at night?
How
I
old?
think so.
When I was like probably 9.
Oh yeah,
10.
yeah. And your parents was it just your dad that caught you?
Tevin's dad came out. And he was like, they had like a porch, and I was like sneaking out the window. Like I had to like take the screen out, and like I just wanted to be outside. I don't fucking know why. I just wanted to, and it was like dark. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember his dad like was out on the deck, and he was like, Ryan, and I was like, Tevin's dad. And he was like, what, go back inside. What are you doing? I was like, oh, okay. And then he told my dad, and my mom was going to court reporting school, and my dad was like, all right, we're not going to tell your mom, but you could never do this again. I was like, okay, cool. And then Tevin's mom told my mom, and me and my dad both got in trouble. It sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
All right.
We got some news.
Yeah. Let's get into news. Do we have a listener apology?
We do, actually.
All right, let's get through these things so I can get my ass to work. I'm going to write a little note to my penis. That's true.
This is from the New York Post, coming from Tommy's neck of the woods. Drunk pair who raided Jean famous foods have to apologize on video. A pair of drunk noodle heads, which sounds a little bit incendiary. A pair of drunk noodle heads.
Yo, where my noodle heads at? That's not racist. It's people who like noodles.
Yeah, they appear to be white. So.
John Mulaney had this bit in New in Town, but like the New York Post language, it's like it's really very very weird. It's very like cartoonish the way they describe everybody.
Yeah. Who raided a Big Apple Chinese restaurant for a midnight snack will have to apologize on video if they want to be forgiven. The two chow hounds who sneaked into a Tian famous foods around 12:30 a.m. Sunday, they cooked up some dumplings. They broke into a restaurant and just started making themselves food.
Okay.
Because they did apologize and provided compensation for the stunt, but that's not good enough. They were caught on video. We'll have to go in front of camera again if they truly want to make amends. This is what the company said. I urge them to make their video apologies public as soon as possible to show their sincerity, as this situation is more about privilege in society. So, yeah.
Well, I'll just start off. I mean, you can't do that. You can't break into a business, obviously, and just use and eat their food. But it is impressive that they just kind of broke in and could kind of find everything and turn the fryers on. I mean,
this sounds like an inside job. I think it was an inside job.
Kind of does sound like it.
This might be an inside job. Yeah.
This might be one of those dang inside jobs.
The freaking inside job. They came in there with some freaking glass cutters. They cut open the glass.
Yeah.
They freaking go there. They say,
I want dumplings. The funny thing is that this was not even like this was at 12:30 at night. Like Tommy, correct me if I'm wrong, but there have to be a lot of places you could get dumplings in New York.
Hey, here's what I don't.
Yeah,
understand.
the only place, like 90% of what is open at 12:30 are dumpling places.
Yeah,
Like that's like the only thing you can get.
I have a question about dumplings. How come the dump is a horrible, disgusting place, but then like a ling, that's like a little one. So like a little dump, that's good. You know, that tastes good. We eat it. But yet the dump, you don't eat that. My question is, if you ate the dump, would it taste like a giant dumpling?
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I'm not biting on this either.
I'm not
gonna
entertain.
Ryan, when you do stuff like this, it's just hard
to like.
Yeah.
When I have a question, and I would like it answered.
Ryan,
Your Honor,
this is an intervention.
Asked a question, and I would like it for it to be answered.
Overruled.
Ryan, when you say what's on your mind, it can bring me down.
Why?
It hurts the world.
It's a legitimate question.
Ryan, when you say what's on your mind, Australia catches more on fire.
Yeah.
More koalas die.
And
well, you know what's fucked up? There's people in Australia going, all right, well, it's just kind of weird that it's a dump, but if the dumpling is really good.
A dumply-doo. They probably have weird name for dumpling.
Dude, I was waiting on this Australian woman, and she just like kept calling she kept like saying things, and I had no idea what she like meant. She's like, "Oh yeah, back in like Australia, we would just take a woggle biggie, and that's when we would ride the Woggleboozle all the way down." And I'm like, "What are you? Is that a car? Are you?"
Lives in Dr. Seuss land, Australia.
She's like, "You'd have to watch out for kangaroos, and then if we hit a kangaroo on a Woggleboozle, we'd have to take the buzzy out." And I'm like, "What is? This is a different language. I don't know."
Shut the fuck up.
I think maybe this is an inside job. I think if it's not, it's pretty impressive that they could, if they're random people, that they could turn on everything and cook it. I think cool.
They got totally fucking busted though.
I accept their apology.
Yeah. Well, it's just
as someone who snuck back into the airport bar and used everything because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I relate to
for me,
I just remembered.
I relate to wanting to steal.
I just remembered because I was trying to think of if I've ever done something like that. And I just remembered there's a venue that's still around that used to have an open mic, but they had a back bar that you could sneak into. Do you guys know what venue I'm talking about? I'm not going to say it.
Why? Can't you just bleep it?
I'll bleep it. It's Camp Bar.
Oh, okay.
Remember, because when the burlesque room would be closed and the mic would be in the front of the bar,
I never went.
You would go back.
You could sneak into the showroom.
Yeah.
Just like be making yourselves drinks back there because there was like one bartender.
I went to a bar.
We abused the shit out of it.
I went to a bar with my brother, and we like the bathroom was like this weird downstairs. It was so like the bathroom was this like this downstairs dance venue, and that was closed because of COVID, obviously. So it was like big. You could tell there'd be like a lot of DJs in different rooms. Anyways, near the bathroom there was a room which was an old bar that's probably open now. And I was like, dude, you got to come down here. And it was like this bar with the lights turned off, and we were at this bar making our drinks downstairs, coming up with the drinks, and just it was a good loophole.
It's terrifying doing something like that, but it feels so good at the same time.
Oh,
and you're just chugging booze. It's like it doesn't even matter because you're
and then you're
counting
and you're thinking of all the money you saved. You're like, dude, I just had $40 worth of drinks.
Exactly.
With this way, I'll be on the moon with Bezos in no time.
I'll just say
I'll be saving my money and I'll get into the 1% very quick.
Billionaire mindset.
As the one out of the three of us who have not done something like this, I would just like to say I'm still perplexed by the dump/dumpling thing. I just don't understand it, and I wish I had an answer. I wish we would have spent some more time on that and figured it out. But, so I don't even know if I should accept.
All right, so I don't know if we're gonna accept the apology, but let's get to a listener apology. It's like I gotta go.
Okay, I will just say it's a baller move that the restaurant is just like, no, you have to publicly apologize on all your social media.
That's why it seems like an inside job.
Yeah. Okay. If you want, we got a listener apology. Thank you, by the way. Whoever sent this in, God damn it, we love you.
Thank you, Brett.
Finally. Guys, if you want to, please submit more of these because we do need more. Go to grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast to submit or demand your own anonymous apology, or you know what, just tell Tommy he's a little bitch. You know, he can also do
DM
that.
me, say something nice, say something
We'll
mean,
read it.
preferably not mean.
We'll read it.
If you
Okay.
DM me something nice, that'll make my day. If you DM me something mean, that won't make my day.
So
And that's that.
Tommy catches hell a lot. Sometimes I catch some shit from the listeners. Looks like today it's Ryan's turn.
Nice. Okay.
I think it's mainly been Ryan. I got to be honest.
Ryan's just writing in mean things to us. Angry Ryan needs to apologize for resembling Shia LaBeouf, who I believe is canceled.
Why Shia LaBeouf canceled?
I think he's a manipulator, possibly abuser
That
type
sucks.
person.
That sucks. I like Honey Boy.
There was a long article that came out that said he. Do you know who FKA Twigs is?
He's been soft canceled for like
A long time.
Well, you guys
for like
check
a
out-
five
You
years.
guys
I
should
think.
check out the movie Honey Boy. It
Honey Boy
stars
is
Shia LaBeouf.
amazing,
It's-
and so is Peanut Butter Falcon.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
But
you
anyways.
have, dude. You have to watch Peanut Butter
he's
Falcon.
canceled. Don't go see those movies. I was saying that.
I was close to adding Shia LaBeouf to the house. I think he'd be a really fun guy to party
Yeah.
with, but I think he'd be too loose of a cannon.
A little too problematic.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm sorry. I wonder what this is in reference. So I wonder if this is someone who watches our YouTube videos and I got angry.
Well, I mean, this.
This
Yeah,
doesn't sound like me.
I feel like you were pretty angry last week.
Yeah, I was about getting canceled, possibly.
Yeah.
I might get canceled this one.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
I
got
think,
my
I mean,
fingers
as
crossed.
well.
It's so
should,
funny
man.
the way
all
we
heard
talk
it.
about being canceled. Like no one gives a fuck.
About
If you want to feel important in life, and if you want to feel like your life has meaning,
Yeah.
just pretend like you're at risk to getting
Dude,
canceled.
that is, it is one
If
of
you
the
wanna
things-
the
have
whole
feel
point
any-
behind all of it.
It
if
is
you
one
want to
of the-
feel any level of importance, feel like
Yeah.
someone is trying to cancel you, and you will have some meaning in your life.
It is one of the funniest things when you're like at an open mic and like someone who's been doing it for like 2 months is like, yeah, like, oh, I hope I don't get canceled or whatever. And it's like, who's gonna what are they gonna cancel you from? Doing an open mic at a fucking coffee shop?
Life is gonna cancel
Yeah.
you, buddy.
Yeah,
You
you-
just started doing stand up.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
minced
It's
cancel.
over, dude.
But
yeah,
you know what? I'll say this about this
you're
apology.
done, kid.
You're done.
I don't think I've ever been compared to Shia LaBeouf.
I know. I'm kind of pissed because even though this is coming after you,
He's a
it's like
handsome guy
it's
still.
an underhanded compliment, dude.
I'm
he's a
pissed
total
because I
fucking
think
hunk.
that makes you cooler.
So, well, I'm gonna first of all say thank you for comparison to a good-looking person, but also I am sorry, and I will never be angry again in my entire life. I can promise you that.
My brother texted me and he was like, dude, I'm at a bar right now and some people listen to your podcast. And I was like,
What?
That's insane. Who is it? He's like, it's this woman named Kyra. And I'm like, oh yeah, our only listener.
Tyra, we love you.
Shouts out.
Shout out. I was like, oh, okay. What? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Only friend of the show,
Kyra,
Kyra,
thank
Kyra
you.
Henry, and Ryan's mom.
The three of you fucking rule, and hopefully the people I met in Duluth.
The triumvirate.
Yeah.
The holy trinity of
Yeah,
We Cool
the Mount
Podcasts.
Everest of listeners.
We're gonna find a way
The
to
three
get,
most different people.
we are going to find a way to get their names put on Mount Rushmore over the presidents.
Just
Yeah.
their names.
I can promise you that on their foreheads.
It should be the pictures of those three and be like, and we should put them on t-shirts and these are our listeners.
we could
These
ask
are-
them. We
Hey,
could ask
I
them.
guarantee we would sell 3 of those
Do you
shirts.
think-
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
we should reach out to them and be like, "Hey, can we do this?" That would be honestly, I would like that.
That would
I
be
like
fun.
Our
Yeah.
3 listeners.
This is who listens to the podcast. And it's just like, what is this
Maybe we could-
podcast
maybe we
about?
could cut them-
A sickly 26-year-old man,
yeah.
an old woman, a younger woman. What is happening?
It
you
would
know?
be if they agreed to that. Maybe we could give them a cut of the proceeds. Maybe we could give them a cut of
proceeds.
The $12 that we'll make
'cause
in
we're a-
profit.
Not profit, the proceeds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the proceeds. Well,
exactly.
it's going towards a good cause.
And that way we
Yeah,
can do it as
us.
a tax write-off too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so that's great.
We're donating all of our proceeds to UNICEF this year.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
we've done in the past as well.
yeah. I mean, I
Every
think
year that we've done the podcast, the amount of money we've made, we've put all of that money back into local charities.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's been good of us.
Yeah.
I have to get going. Do we have
Actually,
any-
I gotta go right now.
we're at an hour, right?
Yeah. Well, I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
Ryan,
wish I didn't have to leave so soon, but I
that's
just
pretty cool that
kinda
you look
gotta
like
go.
Shia LaBeouf, though. I will
Yeah.
say.
And hey, again, thank you, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't get mad.
I will. I promise this person that I will never get angry again in my
Also,
life.
I'd
and I
like
will
to say
pick it
I'm
up.
sorry too.
To who?
I don't know, just everybody.
Thank you.
the
I
black community.
apologize for doing this podcast.
It's always good to throw that in.
What?
Pretty much anywhere. Just, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for doing it. Sorry for doing it. Sorry for taking up space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for spreading. Mansplaining,
Okay,
don't-
great.
just don't cancel us, please.
Just don't cancel us, because if you do, my life's gonna feel really important.
I know. Yeah, that will be so bad.
I'll make you guys a deal. You can cancel Tommy and Grant, but please leave me out of it. For a limited time only, I will make that deal. I will
3
shake
easy
on it.
payments.
3 easy payments of literally nothing. Please
Okay.
do not cancel me.
Good show, you guys. I'm leaving.
All right, bye, Tommy.
I gotta go,
Okay.
but I'll see you guys
Bye.
later. Tommy.
And thanks for listening, everybody. Truly.
Hey, for Tommy, Grant, I've been Ryan the damn call, and this has been the freaking We Cool podcast. Thank
Okay.
you for listening, and God bless you. Goodbye.
God bless
Bye-bye.
America.
I gotta go before Tommy does.
I'm the first to leave.
Okay, goodbye.
I left.
Fuck.
Looks like I'm not wearing underwear.
It looks like I'm only wearing underwear. I like these short shorts, dude.
Dude, I got a pair.
Wait, which one's the button
Which one?
to close us out?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
This one?
Nope.
This one.
Yeah, right there. No, the blue one.
Fuck. There we go.
Folks, that was a false ending.
Do yourself a damn favor and go get you a freaking bagel and put some cream cheese on it
Mhm.
and eat that thing.
Do it. Don't worry about the fucking carbs.
Hey,
Treat yourself.
write in anonymously and let me know if me wearing this World War II veteran hat is offensive and if I should get rid of it. I think
Could
it's really
apologize.
funny.
Apologize for that next week.
If only if we get a write in. I will not apologize
Yeah.
otherwise.
Go to grantwinklescomedy.com/WeCoolPodcast. Please submit more of those. Thank you to the listener who did submit that. We love
Thank
you. We'll put you on a t-shirt if you come out of the shadows.
And
Any gigs coming up for you?
yeah, I've got some. I know. Well, those are tentative.
We have dates figured out pretty much. No venues yet. Labor Day weekend, we're doing a run of shows.
Yep.
So
Uh,
please come out to those.
this-
We'll have more details probably next week.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
This Saturday, July 24th, if for some reason you live in Frederick, Wisconsin, I will be there. I don't know what venue, but look it up. I'll be there. And then New Year's Eve, I got some nice gigs.
You booked New Year's Eve?
already. Yep, just got to get them confirmed, but they are pretty good gigs.
What are they?
One is in Alexandria, and one is in
Wait, you have 2?
yeah, it's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and they both are great gigs. Alexandria and somewhere else. I know Alexandria is New Year's Eve. I don't know what the other one is, but I'll have more information when that gets closer. So, yeah. Check out Sisyphus Brewing every Thursday and Friday. Usually they have the mic. Sometimes Friday, Saturday they have paid shows.
Yep. That's we got crazy good lineups coming through there coming up here.
Yep.
So
What else? Fair State, first Sunday of the month. Grant's going to be there with Courtney Baca.
This Sunday, this month, August 1st is going to be really awesome. We got Usama Siddiqui, a guy from New York,
Very
very
funny, really
hilarious stand-up. He is a regular at the Cellar. America's Got Talent, whole bunch of shit. And I think he's headlining Sisyphus right around there too. So yeah, just come out and see us do some freaking stand-up.
Some damn shows.
Yeah, we're funny as hell, man.
We are pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was an okay episode.
Yeah, I'd say so. It opened with us saying, we're doing a really good job of opening this podcast, and I think we should close it out just as strong, baby. And Ryan, I'll shake your hand and just say, well done.
Well done.
Well done
Grant.
to you.
Good job. And to our listeners,
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. To our listeners, from the bottom of our tiny, stupid little hearts, thank you. And God bless you. Good night. Or good,
And good luck.
and good afternoon.